Yo, what's up guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. And we are 1 week away until the release of Black Ops 4. I'm excited, you're excited, the Call of Duty community is excited. Even people that are not even in the Call of Duty community by tradition are excited as well because of Blackout with the whole Battle Royale and everything like that. So it's really, I have a feeling it's going to be really solid, a really big solid year for Call of Duty this year. But at the same time, there's always two sides to everything, right? There's positives and negatives to everything. For every action, there's a reaction. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that because I find this extremely interesting. This game could be one of the best Call of Duties ever created, and at the same time, I have a feeling that it is, not could be, but is going to be the most competitive Call of Duty ever created. And I think it's because of that, and because of the way the game is built, by design, it is going to basically have the steepest learning curve out of every Call of Duty. One of those things that makes the biggest difference is the time to kill. And the fact that they have basically bridged the gap between competitive play and pubs. And I'm not necessarily talking about skill-based matchmaking. If you guys want to know what real hardcore skill-based matchmaking is like, go play some Halo 5. And it doesn't matter whether you're on social or ranked play. Go play some Halo 5, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And now I'm not even kidding, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's or making it seem worse than what it is. No, I'm dead serious. That game has legit skill-based matchmaking. And if you want to make it even harder on yourself, play the game at midnight through early hours in the morning, and you're guaranteed to get a whole bunch of sweaties, team of sweaties, high skilled players, a whole bunch of BS, and some randomness here and there, and a lot of what the fuck moments. So it kind of makes you think, man, as a Call of Duty community, in comparison to that, we're kind of, in terms of pubs, we're even if we do have some form of skill-based matchmaking, we're kind of spoiled in comparison. We've got it easy compared to them. So at least that's how it is with my experience, and I've put in the time too, so I know I've put in a lot of time in both games. Obviously, I've been playing Call of Duty for the last 8 years nonstop, but every now and then I do have that itch to play something else, and lately it's been Halo 5, and it's just a little something different. I can only play so much Black Ops 3 or any of the previous Call of Duties, so this is another reason to be so hyped for Black Ops 4. And with World War II, with all due respect to everybody that likes the game and everything like that, for me personally, it seemed like there was no Call of Duty this year. The game really didn't keep my interest for that long, and on top of that, it was aggravating. And you guys already know where I stand. I already made a video about it. So, and this is certainly not going to be a complaint of World War II video, that's for sure. So, but anyway, it's really good to have that back, and you got Treyarch teasing us with little loading screens of the maps, some brand new maps that we've never seen before, that weren't even in the beta, which is definitely a good thing. Variety is good, and hopefully the quality will be just as good as the variety. And Treyarch really doesn't do that bad of a job with maps, especially when you compare them to Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward with Infinite Warfare, in my opinion, which a lot of people probably don't agree with, but with Infinite Warfare, I think the maps were a definite improvement from Ghosts, I'll tell you that much. So, but anyway, this game is really going to be a mixture of a lot of things, and a lot of people, I mean, if you look at it, if you put everything together, there really is something in this game for everybody. The only thing that we're missing is campaign, but I think there's story missions to kind of try to fill in the void for that. And on top of that, we have, what is it, 3 or 4 zombies maps that are going to be released with the game or whatnot at launch, and those are kind of like campaigns now. So and then you got your Blackout for the Battle Royale, and then you've got your traditional multiplayer. So and you're going to have all these events, and you're going to have many events in all 3 things. So it's like we're getting the bang for our buck. I mean, obviously there's always that chance that the game could, for whatever reason in the future, be a letdown. Whether it's something that later on in the future, I don't know, things like the microtransactions and the supply drops and stuff like that, because as we know, supply drops can definitely ruin a game. I mean, Black Ops 3 got damn near close to being ruined from all those weapon variants that not every one of us got a chance to play with, myself included. And I've put in a lot of time into the game, and it's really, really aggravating when you run into somebody that has, like, let's say an XMC, which melts you faster than pretty much almost any other weapon in the game. So it's there's things like that are really annoying. So hopefully supply drops will not ruin the game. And oh, by the way, speaking of supply drops, that is the biggest question mark. That is the only thing we have absolutely no idea yet about. We don't know jack shit about what form of supply drops we're gonna get. There's still a few question marks here and there. So, but in terms of the game itself, I can tell you, not just in terms of the beta and everything like that, but just overall, it seems pretty damn solid, and I'm very stoked for that. It's going to be an amazing thing for content creators as well as for members of the community. And for me personally, if there's anything I could ask for on the wish list, other than the things that I've already mentioned after the beta, in terms of like the kill confirmed and all that kind of stuff, like the changing how many points you get for every tag and all that kind of stuff, because I love kill confirmed, and obviously I want free for all to be in the game, and it should be. But the one thing that I would really like to see, as you guys know, Blackout is something that almost everybody, well, most of the community and even people outside of the community absolutely love Blackout in Black Ops 4. There are a lot of people that are just aching and waiting at the chance to play Blackout again. They can't wait until the release so that way they could just hop right into Blackout and play it. And hey, more power to them. They enjoy it, they love it. And even though it's not my cup of tea, it doesn't necessarily mean that I won't play it, because there might be a chance that they'll do different versions of Blackout in the upcoming months. Because when Vaughn was originally, when Vaughn was asked about hardcore or whatnot, he said that there wasn't going to be hardcore at launch, but he meant I guess he thought that they were talking about Blackout, or they were asking about Blackout. But in the multiplayer, it seems like there is going to be hardcore at launch. And by the way, that makes me happy, even though I don't play hardcore. It makes me happy for the hardcore community, because as I've mentioned in the previous videos, with Black Ops 4 and with everything that's going to be happening with this game, our community really needs to unify. It really does. And this is, it really is a shame that we have to wait for a Treyarch game in order to maximize the possibility of the community unifying. But it is what it is. And whenever a bone gets thrown our way, so to speak, we got to take it. We got to take it, and we got to run with it, and we got to make the most of it. Kind of like life. And every opportunity that comes your way, you take it. You take it, and you just move forward and try not to look back. You can look back and kind of learn from your past experiences, but when you're moving forward, you really can't spend too much time looking back. And I know this more than most, because I'm a person that's like an elephant. I just do not forget. If somebody has hurt me greatly in the past or taken advantage of me in the past, I just don't forget. I don't forget that shit. And to some degree, and this may be, this is partially a problem for me. I'm a very forgiving person for the most part, but sometimes when it comes to things like that, it's very hard to be forgiving as well, especially when you get taken advantage of to a certain degree. And my goodness, this commentary is starting to go all over the place. But anyway, back on the subject here. This game seriously has a tremendous amount of potential. And the fact that the community and different parts of the community and even parts of other gaming communities that play different games, the fact that even they are hyped about this game is something that gets me more hyped. It makes me happier. And it really, there's going to be a lot to look forward to in terms of not just content creation, but collaboration with other players. I mean, one of the things that I like is, like, if you meet, sometimes what happens is when you play a game, you'll meet other good players or just other people that are friendly and not tremendously mean, like some of the people that send me all the craziest hate mail. And for those of you that have watched my streams or seen previous videos, will know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those of you guys that are in the Call of Duty community, you guys should know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what our community is capable of when it comes to not being nice. But the thing is, with this COD here, it is the biggest opportunity for us to unify and for good things to come out of it. And like Treyarch has said, they are planning for this game to run for a long time. And that basically means, to me, that implies way past its life cycle. So let's say you don't like whatever Infinity Ward has to offer next, or whatever Sledgehammer Games has to offer after that. You'll have this game. And if they continue to give it the support post-launch, at least to a great degree, like they do during its life cycle, then hell, we've got nothing to complain about, really. So, well, not nothing to complain about. There's always something, and I'm sure I'm going to join in on that after the game comes out, because there's always going to be some bullshit. But again, as I've mentioned previously in videos, all that matters is that the game is solid and that it's a pass, and it certainly looks like it is. So yeah, the hype is real. So I just wanted to express myself and the hype and my thoughts. So I don't even know what the title of this video is going to be yet. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. Let me know down in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are you nervous about? What are you not nervous about? And let's keep this information flowing. I love it when you guys talk to me in the comment section. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. Catch you guys on the next one.